Princess Beatrice might not be the most talked about royal, but the way she actually lives, it's downright insane. From multi-million-dollar homes, to her connections with billionaires, to her surprising normal day job, Beatrice has carved out a life that's both royal and ridiculously unique. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll be questioning whether her life is even real. Princess Beatrice was born to royalty in 1988, and from day one, her life was anything but ordinary. She's the eldest daughter of Prince Andrew, Duke of York, and Sarah Ferguson, Duchess of York. That makes her not just a royal, but the granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II herself, and a niece to King Charles. In other words, her childhood playground wasn't your average backyard. It was sprawling palace grounds, private castles, and royal estates. Beatrice and her younger sister, Princess Eugenie, grew up surrounded by the pomp and tradition of the monarchy. Holidays meant royal banquets and ceremonies most of us will only ever see in documentaries. But here's the kicker. Beatrice isn't considered a senior working royal. Unlike William or Harry, she doesn't have to perform endless official duties for crown. Instead, she has the flexibility to live life on her own terms, dipping in and out of royal events when she chooses. This unique position gives her the best of both worlds. All the prestige of royalty, but far fewer restrictions. When it comes to real estate, Princess Beatrice is sitting pretty, literally. She and her husband Edoardo Mapelli-Mazzi have homes that would make even the most seasoned property tycoon jealous. Their London home, tucked away in a prime location, is worth several £1,000,000. It's surrounded by some of the most expensive real estate in the world, and just a short drive from St. James's Palace and Buckingham Palace. Imagine calling that your neighborhood, but the story doesn't stop there. Edoardo, her husband, is a successful property developer who runs a multi-million-pound real estate business. That means the couple not only lives in luxury, but they're actively building wealth through property across Europe. Reports suggest that Edoardo owns everything from sprawling countryside estates to high-end city flats. With this kind of portfolio, their real estate empire isn't just about living in style. It's about securing a financial legacy. For Beatrice, who already has the royal connections, marrying into a real estate fortune has only multiplied the level of wealth and influence she enjoys on a daily basis. Now here's where things get seriously surprising. For someone who grew up in castles, Princess Beatrice's career path might not be what you'd expect. Unlike many of her royal relatives, she's actually employed in the corporate world. Beatrice has worked as a business consultant and now holds a vice president role at a tech company specializing in strategy and data. Think about that for a second. You could be sitting in a meeting, brainstorming about business growth, and right across the table is an actual princess. Her professional career proves that she's not just living off her royal name. Beatrice has carved out her own identity in the business world, attending industry events, and even being listed on LinkedIn like everyone else. But of course, her version of office life looks a little different. Instead of grabbing coffee at Starbucks on the way in, she's balancing her work schedule with exclusive galas, charity fundraisers, and royal events. This blend of normal career and royal privilege is what makes her lifestyle so insane. It's both relatable and completely untouchable at the same time. Being a princess automatically comes with perks, but Beatrice takes it to another level. For starters, she gets invites to some of the most exclusive events in the world. At Royal Ascot, she doesn't just attend. She shows up in designer outfits, often sitting in the royal enclosure alongside members of the family and the global elite. At Wimbledon, she's in the royal box, rubbing shoulders with celebrities, politicians, and billionaires. These aren't tickets you can buy. They're privileges reserved for the very few. Travel is another insane perk. Beatrice has been photographed skiing in the Swiss Alps, vacationing in the Caribbean, and enjoying luxurious getaways across Europe. While most people save up for one special trip a year, Beatrice's calendar is filled with back-to-back luxury experiences. And let's not forget her wardrobe. As a royal, she has access to designers who will be thrilled to dress her for any occasion, which means her closet is basically a museum of high fashion. Add in the fact that she's a patron of over 20 charities, and her calendar is stacked with events where luxury, influence, and philanthropy all collide. In 2020, Princess Beatrice married Edoardo Mapelli-Mazzi, and that union wasn't just a love story. It was a blending of two powerful worlds. Eduardo, often called Edo by the press, is an Italian property developer with his own fortune. His business specializes in high-end real estate, and his connections stretch across Europe's wealthiest families. By marrying Edo, Beatrice stepped into an even bigger world of money and influence than the royal family already provided. Their wedding may have been scaled back due to the pandemic, but it was still dazzling. Beatrice wore a gown borrowed from her grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, adding a historical touch to the modern royal love story. Today, the couple is known for their lavish lifestyle, with Eduardo's connections granting him access to luxury villas, yachts, and exclusive parties that few outsiders ever see. Together, they are a power couple who can move seamlessly between old money aristocracy, royal circles, and the flashy world of global billionaires. For Beatrice, that means her social life is a constant mix of tradition, business, and sheer extravagance. Here's the part that makes Princess Beatrice truly fascinating. Despite all the wealth, luxury, and status, she often appears surprisingly down-to-earth. Unlike some royals who rarely step outside palace walls without security and fanfare, Beatrice has been spotted using the London Underground, casually shopping in high street stores, and even running errands without drawing too much attention. For someone with her background, that level of normalcy is almost shocking. She's also spoken openly about her struggles with dyslexia, which humanizes her in a way that's rare for royals. Instead of shying away from it, she's turned her experience into advocacy, supporting charities and initiatives that help kids with learning differences. And in her personal life, she doesn't flaunt her fortune the way some celebrities might. Sure, she attends luxury events, but she's also been photographed looking relaxed and approachable, even blending into the crowd when she wants to. It's this mixed unbelievable privilege on one hand, relatable normalcy on the other, that makes her lifestyle so insane. She's living two completely different realities at the same time. So, how does Princess Beatrice live? Insane doesn't even begin to cover it. She's balancing royal blood, extreme privilege, and billionaire connections while still clocking in for a day job and keeping a surprisingly down-to-earth side. It's the kind of double life only a royal could pull off. What do you think? Is Beatrice living the dream, or is her life just too crazy to be real? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insane royal stories.